She walked into her own bedroom, and what she saw there destroyed her world in 3 seconds. Her husband, her best friend, together. But what she did next, it didn't just break them, it destroyed everything they ever cared about. And the best part, they never saw it coming. This is Sarah's story. And trust me, you're not ready for this level of revenge. Sarah Thompson had what everyone wanted: a beautiful home in the suburbs, a successful career as a real estate agent, and a marriage that everyone envied. She and Michael had been married for 8 years, high school sweethearts, the kind of love story people write movies about. They'd built a life together: a gorgeous house, 2 cars, joint bank accounts, shared dreams. And then there was Jessica, Sarah's best friend since college, the maid of honor at their wedding, the person Sarah trusted with her deepest secrets. Jessica was always there, at their dinner parties, on their vacations, in their home, too much in their home, as it turned out. But Sarah had no idea what was coming. How could she? She trusted them both with her entire life. It started small, the way these things always do. Michael started working late, a lot, coming home at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., sometimes midnight. He'd smell like perfume that wasn't Sarah's. But when she asked about it, he had an answer for everything. It's from my coworker, babe. We were in meetings all day. You're being paranoid, Sarah. Don't you trust me? And Sarah tried to believe him, because that's what you do when you love someone, right? You give them the benefit of the doubt. You trust them. But then she noticed something else. Jessica, her best friend, the woman who was supposed to have Sarah's back no matter what, she was acting strange too. Canceled plans, vague excuses, and those weird looks, the ones where Jessica couldn't quite meet Sarah's eyes anymore. The guilt was written all over her face, but Sarah didn't want to see it. Until the day Jessica accidentally left her phone at Sarah's house. Sarah found the phone on her kitchen counter, just sitting there, screen facing up, and then it lit up a text message from M with a heart emoji. Can't wait to see you tonight, baby. She's going to her mom's this weekend. We'll finally have the whole night together. Sarah's hand started shaking. Her heart was pounding in her chest. This couldn't be real. This couldn't be happening. Not Michael, not Jessica, not the 2 people she loved most in this world. But she had to know. She had to see it with her own eyes. So Sarah did something she never thought she'd do. She scrolled through those messages, month after month of conversations, intimate photos, plans to meet, discussions about leaving Sarah. They were laughing at her, calling her clueless, saying she'd never find out because she was too trusting, too stupid. Jessica wrote, she actually thinks I care about her. It's almost pathetic how much she trusts me. And Michael replied, that's what makes this so easy, babe. Sarah dropped the phone. She couldn't breathe. The room was spinning. Everything she knew, everything she believed in, it was all a lie. But Sarah didn't cry, not yet, because in that moment, something elsey was born inside her, pure, cold, rage. Most people would have confronted him right away, screamed, cried, thrown him out. But Sarah, she's not most people. Sarah sat in her car for 3 hours that night, thinking, planning, because she realized something important. Revenge isn't about anger, it's about strategy. See, Sarah and Michael owned that house together. Joint bank accounts, shared investments, their entire life was intertwined. And Jessica, she worked at the same real estate firm as Sarah. They had the same clients, the same connections. Sarah knew if she played this right, she could take everything from them. Not just the marriage, not just the friendship, everything. First, she called her grandmother. And if you know anything about grandmas, you know they don't play when someone hurts their baby. Grandma Rose was a retired divorce attorney, 78 years old, with the strategic mind of a chess master and the ruthlessness of a mob boss. She told Sarah exactly what to do. Step 1, document everything. Sarah took screenshots of all those messages, printed them, saved them to the cloud, got copies of their joint financial records, every single transaction from the past 6 months. Step 2, act normal. Sarah went home that night and smiled at Michael, kissed him hello, pretended like nothing was wrong, and it was the hardest thing she'd ever done because inside her heart was shattering into a million pieces. Step 3, set the trap. Sarah told Michael she was going to visit her mother that weekend. The same weekend, he and Jessica had planned their romantic getaway in Sarah's own home. But Sarah didn't go to her mother's house. Instead, she drove 2 blocks away and parked, waiting, watching. At 7 p.m., she saw Jessica's car pull into her driveway. Jessica walked right up to the door like she owned the place. Michael answered with a bottle of wine and a kiss that should have belonged to his wife. Sarah sat in that car for an hour. Let them get comfortable. Let them think they were safe. And then she called the cavalry. Not just family, not just friends. Sarah invited everyone. Michael's parents, Jessica's parents, their co-workers, their mutual friends. Sarah sent out a mass text, emergency family meeting at my house. Please come now, it's urgent. 23 people showed up in the next 30 minutes. And Sarah, she walked in through that front door with her head held high and 23 witnesses behind her. Picture this scene. Michael and Jessica on the couch, half dressed, wine glasses in hand, romantic music playing, candles lit in Sarah's living room. And then the door opens. Sarah walks in first, then Michael's mother, his father, Jessica's parents looking confused, co-workers, friends, everyone they knew just fluting into that house. The look on their faces, priceless. Jessica tried to grab her clothes. Michael started stammering excuses. But Sarah, she just stood there, calm, collected, powerful. And then she spoke 4 words that changed everything. Show them the messages. Sarah projected every single text message onto the TV screen. The intimate photos, the cruel jokes about her, the plans they'd made, everything. Michael's mother started crying. Jessica's father had to be held back by 3 people. Their co-workers stood there in shock because this wasn't just about cheating. This was about betrayal on a level nobody had ever seen. Jessica tried to apologize. Sarah, please, I can explain. But Sarah cut her off with one sentence. You're fired. Security will escort you out Monday morning. Your belongings will be mailed to you because here's what Jessica forgot. Sarah was her boss at the real estate firm. And Michael? Oh, Michael had it worse. Here's where Grandma Rose's legal expertise came in clutch. See, in their state, adultery affects divorce settlements. And with all that evidence, Michael didn't stand a chance. Sarah got the house, full ownership, Michael's name removed from everything. She got 70% of their joint savings, the car, the investments. But wait, it gets better. Remember how Michael and Jessica had been using company time and resources for their affair? meeting during work hours, using the company retreat as a cover. Sarah reported them both to HR with documented evidence. Michael lost his job, his reputation in the industry destroyed. Jessica, she couldn't get hired anywhere in their city. Word spreads fast in real estate. Their families disowned them, friends cut them off. The community they'd built their lives in, it turned its back on them completely. And the best part, the absolute best part, Michael and Jessica tried to make it work. After all, they'd lost everything for each other, right? Might as well try to build something from the ashes. They lasted 3 months. Turns out, when a relationship is built on lies and betrayal, it doesn't have a strong foundation. Michael, last I heard, he's living in a studio apartment 3 towns over, working a job, making half what he used to. Jessica moved back in with her parents at 35 years old, and Sarah rebuilt her life from the ground up. She's running her own real estate firm now, more successful than ever. She started dating again on her own terms, and she learned something important. Revenge isn't about destroying someone else. It's about refusing to let their betrayal destroy you. Sarah didn't just get revenge. She got her power back, her dignity, her life. And sometimes that's the sweetest revenge of all. So what do you think? Did Sarah handle this the right way, or would you have done something different? Drop a comment below and let me know Team Sarah or Team They Didn't Deserve that. And if you think Michael and Jessica got what they deserved, type karma in the comments right now. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to Grandma Payback Story for more revenge tales that'll make your jaw drop. And hit that notification bell so you never miss when karma comes knocking. Because, trust me, we've got more stories coming that are even crazier than this one. I'm your narrator. And remember, don't get mad, get even.